Hello everyone, welcome to Civil Mania. So today I'll be telling about multi-point frame relay. Yeah, actually I hope it's clear to all of you about the previous example, that is point-to-point frame relay. In the point-to-point frame relay, this is the exercise which I have shown in the previous example. And in the previous point-to-point frame relay, the logical diagram is as shown here. This is the logical diagram, but now it is multi-point frame relay. In the multi-point frame relay, the only difference is, as you can see here, in the point-to-point frame relay, all the routers are having the different IP addresses. In each and every connection lines, there will be different IP addresses. But here, as you can see here in this this is the logical diagram for the multi-point frame relay. But here, as you can see here, in 101, 201 and 301, this one is having the IP address that is of network 10.1.0.0 and a subnet mask of 29, whereas 401 and 402, this one will act as a one type of point-to-point frame relay. But this S0, S2 and S3, these are the three routers, and these three routers will act as a one type of multi-point frame relay. So let me show the same example which I have shown earlier, but in a different manner. That is, now I will show the same numerical by the help of multi-point frame relay. So let me open packet tracer. This one is the previous file, but let me check if there is any configuration present here. First of all, let me go to the frame relay. In the frame relay part, let me go to the serial 1. See, as you can see here, in the frame relay, serial 1, as you can see here, previously I did it, that is DLCI 101, DLCI 101, and it's from router 0 to router 3, it's okay, and 201 is from router 0 to router 2, it's okay. So I have said that this one in my previous numerical, and if it's if anybody has any doubt regarding this, you can view my point-to-point frame relay numerical, the previous one. Then again I have mentioned here DLC as 401. This one is for the router, this one is for the serial 1 point, and the serial 1 point, the DLCI is 401, and it is connected from router 1 to router 3. So router 1 to router 3. For serial 2, this one is the serial 2. There are 2 points, 202, and DLCI is 202 and 301. 202 and 301. 202 is connected from router 2 to router 0, and 301 router 2 to router 3. And in third, this one, it has three DLCIs, 102, 302 and 402, as you can see here, and all are connected from router 3 to router 0, router 3 to router 2, and router 3 to router 1. I hope it's clear. We have to set all these DLCIs first of all in the interface part in the frame relay. Then we have to go to the connection part in the frame relay. In the frame relay, we have to set this one. That is, here we have to set like first of all, let me go to the serial 0. Here serial 0, then router 0 to router 2. This one I have set here. The same thing I have to repeat, but I have to that is here router 0 to router 2, so I have to go to router 2 to router 0. The router 2 to router 0 will be present in serial 2, that is router 2 to router 0. Just simply I have to add it, then this one will be added. In the similar manner, I have added all the links here in the frame relay part. Done. So frame relay part is over. Now I have to move to the first router. In the router 1, let me first of all ping it. If the earlier configuration is present, then the ping will work. Okay, R1 has no functional ports, so let me first of all switched the routers on. Move to the command line interface, then after that interface S010. First of all, let me move to the config T, then interface S010, then no shut. I have switched on this router. In the similar manner, I will switch on all the routers from the console part. Let me go to this router. Let me go to the configuration part, serial 010. Here I will on the router. Then again I will here go to this router. I will move to the console part and serial 010. I will on the router. Let me go again to this router. I will move to the console part and I will move to the serial 010. I hope it's clear that serial 010, this is the interface. So I will power on the router. Now let me check if ping works or not. It's taking time. Let first of all the routers turn it on. None of the routers are working. It means there is no configuration left in any of the routers. Now even I can check if there is IP address present or not. There is no any kind of IP address present, not set, as you can see here in the list. It means it is fresh. Only the things which are present here is in the frame relay part. The previous things are present in the frame relay part. These are the things. Now let me move to the router 1 and here enable okay. In the router 1 I have moved to the configuration part, or let me do one thing. In the router and so this is the router 1 here. In the router 1 enable, then config T. In the first router, that is router 0, I have to type sub commands as per the logical diagram. As per the logical diagram, as you can see here, so here I have to type the command as router, then interface serial 010, interface serial 010. You can see here in the diagram, interface serial 010, then encapsulation frame relay, then after encapsulation frame relay I have already powered it on, so I don't have to write no shutdown, then exit. I have to do these things in every router, and even I have to provide their host name, as host name is R0. Okay, so let me do this one also for this same router. Enable config T, host name R1, then interface serial 010, then encapsulation frame relay, exit. Done. Same thing I have to use everywhere. command line interface, enable config t host r2, this is router 2, then after that interface serial 0 1 0, then encapsulation frame relay, done, exit. Now next move to the router 3, command line interface, enable config t, then host name as router 3, then after that interface serial 0 1 0, then encapsulation frame relay, done, then exit. See, I have provided the encapsulation command, encapsulation frame relay command in all the interfaces, that is 010 010 010 010, all are the interfaces, same interface 010, serial 010. Now everything is done. Now let me move to the router 1, and in the router 1 I have to as per the logical diagram. Now let me move to the logical diagram. Here as you can see here, the logical diagram is different as that of the point-to-point frame relay. This is point-to-point frame relay. Here IP addresses are different in every DLCIs, but here it is same in all in these three DLCIs. Sorry, in these three communication links. So let me do one thing in the router. First of all, in the router 1 I have to type actually if you go to my previous exercise, that is point-to-point frame relay, this numerical will be this numerical is also almost same, only 1 to 2 commands are different, that is here multi-point frame relay and there it's point-to-point frame relay. So again I will select here interface serial 0 1 0, then after that let me type as subinterface. So here there are two subinterfaces, that is in my previous numerical I have provided the subinterfaces as per the DLCIs, but here both the DLCI I will provide here in the same serial, that is serial 0 or in router 0. So let me provide here as subinterface 1. Let me provide here subinterface 1 and multi-point. There I provided point-to-point frame relay, here I provide multi-point. After selecting the subinterfaces, now I have to write frame relay interface DLCI. First of all, let me type what are the DLCIs which are present here, that is one is 101, next again frame relay 201, both DLCIs are present here. Then after that I have to provide IP addresses, that is IP address. What is the IP address here? As you go to the network and you can see here, let me provide here the IP address of 10.1.0.1. as the network is 0, so let me provide here IP address as 1. After that subnet mask, as it's 29, so it will be 248. So this is the subnet mask I have provided. Now the work is over for the first router. Now let me move to the second router. This is the router 1. So here I will move to this router. Now in this router here I will move to the interface serial 0 1 0. Here I will provide the subinterface as 2 and multi-point frame relay. So here I will provide multi-point. So what are the 2 points? Okay, let me go to the diagram. As you can see here, this is the serial 1, this is the router here, but here it's not multi-point, here it is point-to-point frame relay. So let me type the command Okay, let me type. So as it will confuse you, so let me move to the I will do the work of router 1 in the later stage. Now let me move to the router 2 and in the router 3. So now let me move to the router 2 here, and then here interface serial 0 1 0 dot, this is the sub interface I have provided here, and here multi-point. Okay, sub interfaces here provided as multi-point. Now after that, after providing the sub interfaces in the router 2, let me provide the frame relay as frame relay interface DLCIs. What are the DLCIs present here in the router 2? 202 and 301. 202 and 30. So here it will be 202, then frame relay again 301. Then after that IP address will be 10.1.0. I will provide here IP address as 2. Then after that subnet mask, done. Then exit. See, remember that whenever I will type multi-point, then you can provide frame relay interface DLCIs 2, because in point to point it will be, you have to in the point to point you have to type individually frame relay interface DLCIs, and you have to provide individually IPs. But here together I can do the same thing in router 2 at a one command. Now let me move to the router 3. So in the router 3, interface serial 0 1 0, sub interface 3 multi-point. Then after that, here I have to write frame relay interface DLCI. What are the DLCIs present here? One 0 2, and next one is 302. But remember that 402 in the router 3 which is present here, it is a one type of point to point frame relay. So I will, as you can show in the logical diagram, each point to point frame relay is shown in the dotted line and multi-point is shown in the thick lines. So 402 and 401 are point to point frame relay, so I have to provide here individually. So here I have provided only these two frame relay interfaces. Now after that, I have to provide here, I have to provide here IP address of 10.1.0. Here I will provide the IP address as 3, subnet mask, done, exit. After that, now I will do the work for point to point frame relay. So let me move to the interface serial 0 1 0 dot. What will be the interface sub interface I will provide here? Let me provide, see, remember as I have provided here sub interfaces as 1 2 and 3, here I can even provide the sub interface as 4, but let me provide here sub interface as 402 as per the DLCI. then here I will provide as point to point. Then after that I will provide that frame relay interface DLCI 402. Then I will provide IP address as that 10.4.0.2, and subnet mask is, this is the subnet mask for 402 DLCI, and IP address is this one. As you can see here, its subnet mask is for 30. Exit. Now let me move to the router 1. Now let me move to the router 1. In the router 1, as I have provided here, so here I will provide as interface serial 0 1 0.2. as I have provided here 2 as multi-point, I will do here 2 as point to point, not to worry. Okay, it's showing warning as you cannot change the link type. So let me do one thing, as I have provided sub interfaces too, so let me provide sub interface as what is present here, that is 401 sub interface, that is 401 multi-point, sorry, point to point. Point to point frame relay I have provided here in 401 sub interface. Now after that frame relay interface DLCI, the number is 401. Then after that IP address will be 10.4.0.1. then subnet mask, this is the subnet mask, then exit. So I hope it's clear to all of you. So this is the work which we need to do here. So I'll again recall it. For the router 0, router 2 and router 3, I have to provide the sub interfaces, and sub interfaces name can be anything, but there I have to provide as interface serial 010 dot sub interface multi-point I have to provide here, because, and after that frame relay interface DLCI, as I can type both at the same time, 101 once and 120 once. From here 201 and 301, here 101 and 302, but not for 402 because 402 is point to point frame relay. So here I have to provide sub interface for this one different, and there I have to provide sub interface as point to point. Then after that interface frame relay interface DLCI 402, then I have to provide the IP address for different for this point to point as different one, and also for the 401 as different manner. So now everything is done. Now let me check whether the ping works or not. So let me check. As per the diagram I will check it. See here, from here to here the connection is there, so ping should work successful. Okay, and even you can see here the IP address is set for 10 for the serial 010.2 sub interface. IP address is 10.1.0.2. Now again from here to here the connection is present, so successful. Now but remember that from here to here this one will not be successful because there is no communication between them, so in progress failed. As you can see here, it's failed. So in the same manner, successful, because from here 3 lines are connected, 1, 2 and 3, as you can see here. But from here this one will be successful, but from here none other will be successful. So this is how, I hope it's clear to all of you that this is how we can do the multi-point frame relay exercise. But as the communication is not present between all, so you can here provide the RIP version 2 to make the communication, which is a one type of dynamic routing. So by the help of dynamic routing you can gap up the communication. So I hope it's clear to all of you. So thanks for watching my video, and if you have not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching my video.